Alright, so we're on the island of Petrichorror, or however you say that, and I found out from one snot that this quest line is what unlocks the new boss. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with it. Hey you! Yes you! You blithering idiot! What are you doing dragging your feet for? Waiting for us all to get old? Why in the blazes aren't all these boxes already on the ship? No boss, it's just these boxes are way too heavy for... If we lug them all up, I think the ship might what? This is treasure here. Treasure! You can't just leave profit on the ground like that. But if we load everything on board, plus ourselves, I don't think the boat can hold all that weight. Ha! That's an easy one. If we just leave a couple of you here on this island, we can bring all the treasure back. Can we? Now, can't we? Oh, a cunning plan, boss. Wait, I'm one of the ones you're taking with you, right? I don't want to get captured by those golems. You've seen what happens to anyone they catch. Then stop yapping and start moving. If the Dark Lord's lackeys catch up, we're all done for. Dark Lord's lackeys? Are they putting on some kind of show? Wait, boss, there's people over there. Traveler, why don't we go ask them? Oi, you! Yeah, you, the big end and the tiny thing. What are you skulking over there for? Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Hey, we're not doing anything wrong over here. So what are you acting all nervous for? Anyway, we should talk to them first. From the look of you, you must be foreigners. And here I thought you were minions of the Dark Lord Remus. This is Traveler, and Paimon's Paimon. And you're right, we're travelers. Oh, but who's this Dark Lord Remus you mentioned? Has he finished playing his part already? Haha, you don't know who the Dark Lord is? Alright, I get it. I suppose it's up to me to educate you, oh ignorant outlanders. I am not... Oh, it's actually giving me a chance to do this. As you know, this was once a peaceful town. In those days, it was not yet named Petrichorror. We Fontanians lived here in peace and safety until the golem armies of the Dark Lord Remus came. He was an awful tyrant, one who claimed to be the ruler of all waters. His forces had already obliterated countless towns and cities before arriving at ours. He took our lands, polluted the sources of pure water, and even tried to use music to tempt us. They raised high bell towers and fortresses, and the Dark Lord's fell melody enslaved our kin. But we, Fontanians free, rejected his rule. Thus did I and the warriors under my command march to war all across the land. Ooh, nice world building, very detailed. And then, what happened next? How did you defeat the Dark Lord? Dark Lord's golems are each mighty beyond measure. How could we be their match? Still, we had the aid of Este the Quick-Witted this time. With his aid, we infiltrated Dark Lord's fell keep and reclaimed the treasures he and his minions plundered from us Fontanians. Like the boss said, what is it we're doing again? Oh yeah, disrupting the special military maneuvers being conducted by the Dark Lord's legions. Totally a brilliant plan. You're the protagonist of your play, yet you aren't on the up and up. So, where's this Dark Lord? When does he take the stage? Ha! Do you think we'd still be lugging treasure if he showed up? Ha! Like as not we'd all have been turned into golems already. Just like Este probably was. Este the Pitiful now, more like. Whoa, he totally helped you and you guys just left him behind and ran? Are you sure you guys aren't the baddies? Baddies don't get to be the protagonists. What do you mean, protagonists? Take the stage. Wait, from where I'm standing, it's looking like you're really his minions, just us foreigners. I can tell from all your blabbering on about performances and plays. Huh? You mean you guys aren't putting on a performance? Huh. So you won't fess up unless we char you first. Let's get 'em, boys. And this is why Traveler was concerned. Hi, meet the Geo Archon.
Stabilize.
Oh yeah, and a zombie.
Fortune preserver.
Cat girl. Magician!
Here comes the finale.
The thieves, who were beaten so badly they couldn't spare even a thought for the treasures, fled on their boat. There they go, huh? Guess they weren't acting after all. But what was this treasure they were talking about? Dark Lord this, Dark Lord's keep that? No way any of that's real. Why don't we have a look at the treasure? But we don't know where this stuff came from. Consider this a necessary investigation. You're not wrong, but what if there's some kind of evil Dark Lordy trap inside? Guess there's no dissuading you, but please be careful, okay? And as it so happens, there were no traps in the container of the evil Dark Lordy variety or otherwise. But there was no valuable treasure within either. Within was not but heavy shards of shattered stone. Paimon knew they were just a bunch of frauds. There's no treasure at all. Or is this shabby excuse for a statue some kind of priceless artifact? Let's go to Petrichorror and ask around. Maybe it's some kind of landmark or lucky mascot or something. As for these treasures, Hey, traveler, you... Whoa, what the How invertical, the Hortus ergeratus, overflowing with fruit and... okay. Imperator. A dream? You're finally awake, Imperator. This day is one of great import, the day when we shall sound the great symphony Phobos. There is yet time before the ritual, Imperator, but we should set out. I seem to have had a dream. A dream, Imperator? I did not know that gods could dream. In that case, what did you dream of? The great plains beyond the north wind? The silver tree beneath the frozen soil? Or did you see that golden future that you once showed me? I saw the sea swallowing the earth. The children of white stone and brass sinking. The collapse of all that was once radiant. That prophecy, then, Imperator, is precisely to prevent it from happening, to fight against inevitable fate, that we are here today. Just as you said, we have paid much for it, but once we are free of Fontaine's fate's fickle shackles, those sacrifices shall not have been in vain. In this have I had faith ever since I accepted this body and became a Remirian. Apologies, Imperator. Forgive my lack of manners. In any case, please come with me. Though you bestowed us undying bodies upon the people, allowing humanity to fear the tides of the deeps no nevermore, our souls are still bound by the shackles of Fontaine. The burden of fate is not something mortal souls can bear, but Phobos shall weave the path of fate on our behalf, leading us forward on the path of justice. The melody of the symphony will flow through the waterways to the high sea, and soon all of humanity will be freed from the tyranny of fate and welcome an eternal utopian future. And then one day, the people will no longer need the guidance of Phobos and will be able to play their own symphony. Remus. Remus, you once said that you would create a future free from the shackles of divine destiny. Yet your realm now lies violently shattered, and the chasm you tried to bridge has grown deeper still. The immortal race you created and the peoples of the water are slaughtering one another. And now this so-called Eternal City too faces imminent collapse. You cannot control your own creation. The symphony has brought neither justice nor happiness, but instead has become the source of all sin. Though their flesh and blood have sundered from water and soil, the lost souls guide them upon the path of inevitable death nonetheless. The curse of Fortuna is upon our people and upon you. Do you still remember our promise? That is our last resort, as long as the symphony is played. Is this the only way you usurper lords of humanity known to atone after bringing things to your nation? Still, your resolve, at least, does not shame your kingly crown. And a promise was made, indeed. Therefore, allow me to bear witness to your end. Traveler, please wake up. I just now... Wah! You scared me to death, Traveler. You suddenly just completely stopped moving and started staring at the statue, like you were a statue yourself. Paimon thought you had turned to stone by the Dark Lord's evil curse. I think I had a strange daydream. There isn't really a curse, is there? Traveler, are you okay? I'm fine. Sorry for making you worry. As long as you're not hurt. Yeah, we should definitely go to the Petrichorror first. Alright, take a look at that quest name again. The Petrichorror Dream. That you're just adding the name of the island with horror to make a new bird. Okay. Now, I saw a kitty cat in the background. It was a white kitty cat. I don't know where it's at now. Boop. Yep. Yeah, there's something going on with those people.
The barbarians have been getting uppity of late. We must step up our patrols. The Lock Knight?
Once this battle's over, I'll be able to go home.
Everything is going planned.
Damn it, I got the wrong one. Brainwashed. Oh look, a treasure chest.
Guess this'll go into my magic pocket.
Must solve these structural issues post-haste.
Take a breather. I once crossed the layers of clear waters, visiting the corridor beneath the lake, and once crossed the boundless valley, reaching the ruined city in the east. I once conquered the golden sands, blotting out the skies, seizing the treasures of the dead, and once conquered the boundless blue, unearthing the buried secrets of deserted islands. But the more I obtained, the emptier I felt. No amount of treasure could fill the hole in my heart, until I met the great sage, Ruggiero. Through his teachings, my inner peace was restored. I used the wealth accumulated over long years to aid him in rebuilding this town, and divide the remainder into 4 parts, hiding them on this island. Facing the heart of the mountains, seeking the eye of the springs, reaching for Corner's apex, gazing at the distant island of pouring pearls. If you want it, then go look for it. The wise will always find the answer. Giuliano, no ordinary villager. Well, that's interesting.
Do not be complacent, citizens. They could attack at any time.
Nothing. Oh, look, there's a treasure chest.
And now I'll make it all disappear. Just kidding.
Oh wait, there's a person not affected?
Everything is going.
Welcome, travelers, traversers of dreamscapes. I am the bell ringer at the intersection clock tower, the guide that welcomes travelers to the eternal city. Oh joy, more world building, eh? Can you be part of the same troop as those thieves from before? Leaving that aside for now, all the townspeople we ran into on the way over were acting really weird. Do you know what that's about? Why, everyone has gone to Mykamos already. I imagine that they now dwell under the protection of the Sabatos. Wow, so in addition to the Dark Lord's Remus, now we've got a Sabatos. This is getting more complicated by the minute. Dark Lord Remus. It appears that in your journey you have crossed paths with those uncouth barbarians. That is indeed a blasphemous title with which they besmirch the Sabatos Remus, our mighty imperator. Oh, so they're both the same Remus. They are the same person, after all. But it is of no consequence. The Sabatos may not be defined by the narrow notions of the tribal mob. Those despicable insects may speak slander as they wish, but the wise, inspired by his noblest ideals, will yet come forth in their droves. When the bell of the eternity tolls, all that has ever come to pass shall be erased, and all will be reborn, regardless of who they are or where they were from. Be grateful and rejoice. Praise be. What should we do, traveler? This person's sermon seems lucid, but the stuff he's spouting is all kinds of whack. You think we've got a sleepwalker here? Maybe he's dreaming? Do you name me a dreamer? The symptoms do match. dreaming. I certainly... Well, we triggered that. Hey, you! Uh-oh, he's out cold! Travelers from outside, halt. Excellent. You two look completely mentally sound. Finally, a normal person. Seriously, what's going on in this town? Before that, let's get this gentleman somewhere safe. Can't be leaving him lying here, can we? He'll catch a cold. Though the risk of catching a cold may not be the most important thing right now, you still work together with the normal person to move the incoherently rambling bellringer onto a nearby bench. Anyway, allow me to reintroduce myself. Call me Esty, a member of the town's Daydream Club. I'm the only member present right now, though. Paimon's Paimon, and he's Traveler. We're passing adventurers. Adventurers, you say? You're not here to look for that castle or whatever, are you? Wait, you introduced yourself as Esty. We've heard that name before. It was you who brought the bandits into the Dark Lord's castle, was it not? Huh? What? So, you've also... No, we're wide awake. Trust us. We just don't get why everyone's saying all sorts of crazy things. You tell Esty about how you met and drove the bandits who saw the shattered stones as treasures away outside town. Oh, it's them. Ugh. Where to begin? The legend of the Fated Castle has never been a secret. Adventurers just like them come by looking for it every once in a while. And whether it's because the impression the name Golden Troop conjures up is nothing more than poetic imagery, or because the castle was built millennia ago, it's more likely than not that nothing of value remains there now. Ah, but would they ever listen? Of course not. No sooner than I had brought them over to the ruins in the mountains than they began destroying statues and stuffing them into boxes like people possessed. I could not stop them alone, so I went back to town to get help. I never imagined I'd find nothing but dazed stares and mad ramblings all around. It was like everyone had fallen under some hypnotic spell. The Daydream Club has researched hypnosis before, but something like this is far, far beyond our capabilities. My hypothesis is that something abnormal has occurred within the ruins. According to the records... Actually, why are we the only ones not affected? Interesting. Most interesting. Perhaps we can find a solution in the ruins. Why don't you wait here, Esty? Leave the adventuring to us. If you come too, you might get turned into a golem. Ah, is that your cat, Esty? It's so cute. No, though the fellow who studied hypnotism would say there are creatures with keen senses. How odd. That, collar? Pendant? I could swear I've seen that accessory before. Ah, it ran off. Anyway, ignoring the cat question for now, we should still go to the ruins first and have a look. Say, Esty, how can we get there? The ruins? The mountain beyond the town. Just so happens to be the exact direction that the cat ran off to. Then it's time we set off. Things are pretty murky right now. Take extra care. You too. Alright, we'll be right back. Don't you worry. Okay, so let's check something out real quick. Wow, really? No progress on that? Gee, thanks a lot, game. I do have to go through this pass here. Are you gonna come alive and attack? Yep, you are.
Solidify!
Go. Over here!
I will have order. Stabilize.
Be amazed! Guys.
Not bad, not bad. Your valor would not would not know shame, even should it stand in the company of the martius hunters of old. It's a talking animal. We've seen a whole lot of really strange things on our journey. Even so, a glowing, talking cat. Paimon supposes it still makes the rare list. One such as I shall not dwell on being called a strange thing. O chosen champions, Traveler and Paimon, the time has come for true heroes such as ye to step forth. Come with me unto the ancient kingdom of the deep seas. We must still the chaotic symphony if we are to save the lost souls. Is that also part of the world building too? Could it be like one of the Yai Publishing House's novels? The one with he was our champion the last life, but only he inherited the memories kind of plot? Speaking of, just who are you? Must I start from the beginning? Very well. Arendice of Oranopolis is my name, a spirit keeper of the ancient realm. Or what's not? Of the where now? What a tongue twister. Paimon's just gonna call you Os for short. That's close enough, right? What do you think? Meow? 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 It appears I cannot command this body as I wish, to the extent that bestial behaviors may even overbear me from time to time. If, from the beginning, I could only have... As the two of you can see, the boundaries between past and present have begun to blur thanks to the influence of the chaotic symphony. It is for this reason that I, too, have awoken. For now, the affected area is yet small. The inhabitants of Petrichorror have had their souls taken away. They exist in that maddened, dreamlike state because the symphony has separately granted them identities and memories to fill the void left behind. It is as if a vessel filled with pure water has had its contents replaced with wondrous wine. An apt description, considering that those are memories of ancient history gifted by the symphony. Let Paimon think. So what you're saying is that the townspeople of Petrichorror have had their souls stolen and their bodies have been possessed? What? That sounds super scary. You said that the affected area isn't very large yet. That is correct, Traveler. Of course, eventually even the court of Fontaine will have been consumed if the chosen hero cannot restore harmony to chaotic melody. No choice but to take a look. Yeah, alright then, Os. Lead the way. Thank you so much. The road to the ancient realm lies beneath the spring you see before you. I have caused the seal on the hidden path to manifest. Next, I shall activate the device that maintains the seal. Boop. There we go. Now then, help me retrieve the harp's strings, and I shall thus be able to break the seal and open the way. Is it 4 strings? Wait, did I already have them? Now then, let us go onto the fated castellum of gold. A fated golden cast. Essie mentioned something about the legends of the fated castle too, right? Aren't we talking about these ruins? Nay, nay, these are but scraps on the surface. The true castle lies deeper underwater. You sure do know much more than the cats in town, huh, Ossie? You compare me to the cats in town. Follow closely and try not to get lost then. No, don't go in yet. Whoa, he just jumped down. Can cats swim? No, don't force me down. I want to collect shit.
I wonder if this chest is some
Oh my
kind
god,
of
am I
trick.
really gonna have to go through like this whole thing before it actually gives me anything? Oh look, there's a treasure chest here. Let's get this real quick. So...
Surprise! Just as I expected.
Well, I guess I'll just end this recording for here now because it's getting pretty long and I'll just open some chests later. Alright, so that's going to be it for now for the Petrichorror dream, and I'll see you guys later.